Hello there YouTube, this is Wheelchair21, and on today's rolling review, we have the Toys R Us exclusive Power Rangers Legendary Action Pack, which showcases the last 3 seasons of Power Rangers. You have Basic, MegaForce, Red, Robo Knight, Super MegaForce Red, Super MegaForce Silver, Samurai Red, and Samurai Gold. Now, all 6 of these figures, are more commonly known to also Toku aficionados as Gosei Red, Gosei Knight, Gokai Red, Gokai Silver, Shinken Red, Shinken Gold. As well as this Toys R Us exclusive comes with the Gokai Galleon Buster or the Super MegaForce Cannon, whichever title you wish to prefer, because I bought this one to my attachment to Power Rangers and my attachment to Super Sentai, because I love both. Now, I'm not too much of a fan on the writing of the shows as of the last 4 seasons of the actual, when you look at it all, but even though it's been 3, sets of Rangers. I'm not a fan of the writing, but I still enjoy Power Rangers for what it tries to be and what it once was. But this awesome set, which you can only find at Toys R Us over the last, 6 months, is one amazing pack. And it also saved me the trouble of having to go looking for these actual figures in store. The Toys R Us exclusive gift set for the Legendary Ranger pack is pretty interesting. Like I said, first off, you got your exclusive weapon, the Super MegaForce Cannon, which is the Gokai Galleon Buster, which you did not get with Tamashii Figuarts. So having this little 5-inch version of the gun for your 5-inch Power Ranger figures will work great with your Figuarts if that's one of the reasons why you bought this. Like myself, I wanted most of these figures, as well as this little, extra additional gift piece. So, one is, I get an extra red, get 5 Rangers that I really want, and a nice little bonus weapon that I can use with the figures and or my Figuarts. It's a win-win operation, or a win-win situation, I would say, because, you get 5 figures you want, get a little extra something, and boom, pays for itself. Anyways, you have your extra weapons, one for Gosei Knight, Robo Knight, his actual Robo Knight gun, which I prefer to usually use either or the weapon. The gun fits better, the sword does not. It's just because of a molding problem. Then you have your Super MegaForce Trident, which also becomes the gun, which people at least thought was also a hatchet, which would have been interesting. I honestly still love the idea of it being a hatchet, but it is a gun. It is the Trident. And yes, you can still have the toy hold it as if it was an axe, so do as it if you please. Doesn't bother me one stinking bit. Now, first off, let's look at MegaForce since it becomes Super MegaForce. Let's work left, right, center. MegaForce Red looks pretty good. A lot better than its 4-inch counterpart. Looks a lot better. Love it. Its design, especially the chest. Gosager, its original counterpart in Sentai, is always one of my favorite suit designs from the more recent age of Tokus. So when coming over as MegaForce, I wasn't phased as much because I enjoy the suit. I like it. I love it. And, honestly, I will agree, watching Sentai does spoil you on what you want from Power Rangers, but it also gets you used to weapons. It gets you used to suits. It gets you used to Zords, and that's the one thing I like about watching Sentai. So I love really the aesthetics of the suit. I really just enjoy it. I love the weapons. I love the actual sword that it comes with. And I love that it actually has a little Tensoder or a little Gosei Morpher, and as well as its Gosei Blaster, or its... Actually, yeah, it's still called the Gosei Blaster because, Gosei is an egotistical bastard. But no, I really do enjoy it. I mean, the one thing I like is this little peg system, which is kind of trivial at how it attaches, but really great, and it does fit in nice and snug in the hand, so you can display your figure dual-wielding his weapons. Honestly, it's a really great design, and ironically, because of America being, the overuse of steroids, at least, Troy's actor somewhat fits the bill now with the figure because he kind of looked like he was at least juicing a little bit. But those Dino Charge guys, yeah, they juicing a lot. No, I'm kidding. They don't do steroids, but they are very freaking athletic and fit individuals. It is just amazing how athletic these people are. But yeah, I like the suit. Now let's go over to our Robo Knight, the sixth ranger of the series. Hopefully this figure still decides to stand up for me. Like I said, Robo Knight, or Gokai Knight, is really a lot of people's favorite things about Ghost Sager and or MegaForce. The design is great. It's really awesome, especially because it becomes a header when it's in a Megazord form. The toy does not do that, but, I mean, you got your little Gokai Knight, Robo Knight Morpher, you got your saber, you got your gun wherever I put it. Oh, here it is. The gun right here, really nice, really great. I enjoy it. I like it just as much as the 4-inch figure, but this is a lot better. It's a lot bigger. It's not as small, and it's a little bit more sturdier. Actually, it actually stands a lot better. The 5 inches seem to have a lot of better balance than the 4 inches do, honestly. Now we're gonna look at both gold and red from Samurai, as the thing about Samurai or Shinkenger is their basic bodysuits are very similar, super similar, like most Sentais, where pretty much it's just possibly a color variation, whether it be the actual main 5 or the 6th Ranger, which may invert colors whichever way he chooses, or she, depending on how your 6th Ranger is, mostly male. Now, I like the fact that it, has a kimono-like style. It's pretty cool. It's pretty great. I keep saying because it's hard to really grasp what I want to say right now, because I've said it before, probably doing the Figuarts, doing the previous figures, but I just always have liked the design of the Shinkengers or the Samurai Rangers, and I've always enjoyed the fact that we at least got Samurai here in the States. Not aesthetically pleased with how this show actually transcribed, but I'm happy nonetheless that we get the stuff, that we get to see the footage. It's a good thing, because honestly, while having wonderful suits, the whole samurai sword style is great. Using that style to fight with your opponent is amazing. It's a beautiful art style, as well as really deadly. So it really works for the show, really works for the aesthetics, and the figure itself, wonderful, and I like it. Hell, I might even go out and buy the super form, just because I really like Shinkenger, and I really like Samurai, just because of the aesthetics. And the cast are pretty cool individuals. I like them and respect them as people, and they're cool. So having the figure, great, really awesome. Gold is pretty damn bitchin'. I just don't know what the deal. Whoa. I just don't know what the deal is with this silver part here. The Figuart doesn't have it. The 4-inch doesn't have it. I don't think the real suit even has it, which I don't understand what led to this incident. I'm guessing it might be an issue with whatever was in the system that made it painted. But I'm pretty sure that cross patch is not there, but it looks cool nonetheless. I mean, adds some flair to the character. I mean, he was already flared up enough with Antonio's fiery spirit and passion, but nevertheless, great figures. And it's a lot better than the 4-inch because of how it's actually more accurately colored. Now we come to the most recent series, the 20th Anniversary Super MegaForce, which actually is derived from Gokaiger. The pirate suit design is actually pretty awesome. The jackets are probably one of the best parts about this suit in general, other than the helmet designs. One thing that can always make a Sentai or a good Power Ranger series is the helmet design, and if it fits well with the bodysuit. Now, sometimes the suit itself is actually better than the helmets, and vice versa. It's one of those give or take situations. Now, like I said, I love the fact that we have little, tails trending off with the coats, that it actually acts like a coat, kind of feels like a trench coat, more or less. I love the fact that we actually have collars, and I've always enjoyed each of the Ranger's specific anchor-like helmets. Silver's is the best because he also comes with a nice gun range like sunglasses, or sea range like sunglasses when you're out seafaring. So it's really cool that the visor capitalizes on that. The only thing that sucks about it is we never got a super silver mode, the gold armor mode, which would have been beautiful to have, because I also love how the helmet looks when it folds down. It's a really cool design and really amazing. Now, the one thing I've noticed with silver is he has a lot of swirls on his body due to the silver paint, which makes me wonder if it'll go through gold plastic syndrome and break. I hope not, but nevertheless, I enjoy the figure, especially when it's with its other Ranger brethren from the season. Red is just most likely a repackage. It's a little bit taller than the original release of the figure, actually, because what they did was they gave just a little bit more extra parts here below the knee. So you have a little bit more to the actual calf going into the boot, which looks more realistic than having it almost right at the bottom of the joint. So that's a cool addition to the red for this box set and the wave. That just sucks because we don't have a new one for green, blue, pink, or yellow. It's still the base original bodies for them. But it's not really a huge flaw. It's actually an improvement. Just the flaw is not all the Rangers have it. That's the only bad point, I would suppose. But nevertheless, all these figures are wonderful. And all these figures are great in their own ways. And for our final evaluation, the Toys R Us exclusive Legendary Ranger Pack, probably I would just say Super MegaForce Pack Set 2, is wonderful. Like I said at the beginning, I got it initially just for the cannon, but I also needed it for silver. And as the more the Legendary line expanded with the Reds and the 6th Rangers, I thought to myself, hey, get yourself a MegaForce Red, get yourself a Robo Knight, get yourself a Samurai Red and a Samurai Gold, just specifically because, one, they only have 4 inches, and they're not really in comparison to your current gen figures, which are now 5 inches, which are now 1.25 inches bigger than the initial 4 inches, which are really 3 3/4 of an inch. So you're not really there. You're pretty much right here with your 4-inch figures. But it's really great having them all here, having all 6 Rangers finally complete, having the nice gun for these figures and for my Figuarts is an amazing thing to have. The best part about it is getting all 6 figures and that gun for about $50 is completely worth it. For each of these figures alone are roughly $7.99 to $8.99. That is a grand total of, I would say, $49, almost roughly $49 or more. So you're breaking even by getting them as one gift set. My math's off by a bit, I know, but whatever. As I said, Toys R Us exclusive, worth the price, you get a good deal, and you can find this review and others here on my YouTube channel or on herotaku.com. Also, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and you can find out more if you need to know how to locate me on my YouTube channel. We'll see you next time with another Doyle's DVDs, rolling reviews, card game shenanigans, or vlogs and unboxings. We'll see you next time.